Broadcasting.
Oh.
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Okay.
And of course, Una wants to drink water while we're going live.
All right.
Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Where does this say right here?
So we're new to this whole YouTube live thing. What's going on?
Your phone? Your computer?
Oh. And my computer wants to talk to us as well.
Never has that ever happened. Seriously? Is that what it is?
Sorry, just bear with us.
Oh, it's us.
Oh, it's us.
I'm turning it off. Okay, can you?
I don't know what's going on over here. New guest, large.
It's just guest join, hide their audio.
We got some options over here.
Okay, so they're saying there's some people watching. I don't know if you guys are able to type in something.
Comment bar or anything? Oh, the chat bar.
Put it back on.
Oh, okay. There's a chat bar.
If you guys are watching.
Great. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Give us a thumbs up or a yes or something over in the little chat bar.
All right. We would love to know if you can hear us before we start talking.
Well, we can just keep going.
To hit on, I mean, I guess I could test it. Let me test it on my phone.
I think this is taking too long. I don't think it's working.
It might be on delay.
But anyways, welcome. Appreciate you guys joining in on us. We just wanted to give you guys a little update of what's going on.
You can hear it.
Where we've been, what our plans are. Currently, we have not anchored out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We've ordered an inverter from China, and it got to us, but it came damaged, so we had to ship it back. And for whatever reason, they were dragging their feet on repairing it.
Yeah.
So it just now got shipped back to us. We haven't received it yet. So once that gets back to us, we'll actually do some anchoring out. And hopefully we won't come back.
We're really excited because this is, believe us guys, we don't want to be in the marina any longer. I mean, it's not that we hate it here. It's just our plans are to be traveling. And yep, we're in Florida if you guys didn't know, but we're on the East Coast and it's hurricane season. So it's not something, from what we're seeing, it's not going to be bad season, so yay. Fingers crossed for us. But outside of that, we just kind of want to get moving and, just moving.
Yeah. Like in the videos that you guys seen, it's been over 2 years that we've been working on Saoirse, fixing her up, finally got her sailing, and now we just want to start learning, anchoring, exploring, going to the Bahamas. We actually got some plans to go with some other YouTubers to cross possibly cross late this year, November, December timeframe. So that's the short-term goal. Long-term goal, we want to end up in the South Pacific.
Yeah.
Whether that takes us, 5 years, 10 years, don't know. We're kind of like going with the flow, going where the wind takes us kind of thing.
You guys, if you're watching, because we can't see if anybody's can talk to us or chat to us because we do want to do any Q&A, can you type in hi or something in the chat? I don't know how this works. So
yeah, we have a group chat over to the right. To list all available comments, enter.
I don't know what that means.
Is that question mark? Oh, there we go.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Oh, wait. I don't know what this is.
Oh, no. Those are the things that we can do.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so that's where we want to go. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is our first time doing this. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, we actually got some questions on was it from Instagram?
Yeah.
So
gosh, I hope that you guys can hear us and see us, and oh, maybe that's somebody telling us. Oh. Not sure if you'll see this, but your live streams are going fine.
Oh,
hey Jim.
Thanks, Jim. You're the best.
Jim, if you're on, can you type in? Is there a chat window somewhere that you can type? Text us and let us know. Thanks for letting us know.
So if you guys don't follow Jim, what's it, Sailing Jim on Instagram? He's actually anchored right out Fort Pierce Inlet here, and he's been a great help for us. He's been sailing for, I don't know, how long you been sailing, Jim? Like 30, 40 years. And he's helped us out
hey,
quite
Eric.
a bit.
Loud and clear. See, there's a bunch of comments. Where do we get to the comments?
Yeah, we don't see the comments.
Oh, wait. Yes, there's a chat. You probably have it covered up. Oh, wait. Oh, go over here. Oh, we're in the... Darn it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for letting us know. All right, now, how to find you guys on this chat window. There's chat somewhere. Where are you?
Stream options.
We're gonna have like Eric or Jim text us the questions. Maybe if I go to, all right, maybe here.
Is this it?
Aha. We're gonna do it here. I don't know. It's on my. I can do it here. Oh gosh. Hold on.
Oh, are we gonna be? Can you pause us?
Okay. All right. Maybe here. Okay. Hey. Okay. So Jordan and Randy are watching.
Hey,
hi guys.
what's up,
okay.
guys?
So awesome. All right. The blood pressure is on. Yes. This is this is a little intense being
live. We can't edit this.
Yeah, we're actually on our desk or on our laptop, but I can't figure it out. Chat virgins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
you
we
guys,
are, Douglas.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Amanda. All right. Are you streaming via camera? First live chat. Yep. Learning curve, 40 people watching. Okay. So if you guys...
do you want to go ahead and read some of the Instagram?
Yes.
You can read
what
it from
size inverter do we have?
Oh, so if you guys don't know anything about inverters, there's a difference between, you can get two different types, low frequency and high frequency. Truth be known, we had a high frequency inverter and I left it hooked up and then powered everything on. I'm sorry, I had everything hooked up and then powered everything, including the inverter, and I blew it. So, and it was way undersized for the induction stove that we run. So I recently ordered an 8,000 low frequency inverter. Difference between high frequency and low frequency: the high frequency just uses these little tiny transistors. The low frequency uses a huge transformer, so it can handle a lot larger loads.
Yeah.
But I ordered an 8,000 watt inverter, and they're actually sending us a 15,000 watt inverter.
Yeah. So if you need power and you're on a sailboat next to us, we've got you covered, guys.
The great thing about it is it doesn't take much, there's not much draw on it when it's not in use. Even when it's in use, because it is so large, it's not going to produce hardly any heat because we're not going to use anywhere near the capacity that it's designed for. I guess the biggest challenge is going to be mounting it. But yeah, it's going to be a beast.
Yeah. All right. Okay. we get this often, guys. I know. We know Sasquatch. It's kind of hard to say too. Sasquatch.
What's that?
Have you considered how fed up you are at going to have to be constantly spelling out Saoirse as it isn't phonetically in any shape or form?
Not really. I don't have an issue with it.
I spell my last name all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be okay.
And I spell my first name all the time. Yeah. A lot of people think Beau is just B-O or B-O-W.
Yeah.
So.
But it's something we're gonna have to live with.
Yeah.
We do like the name, so
yeah. We're keeping the name.
Yeah.
We actually, since you guys are live with us right now, we've been thinking about rebranding.
Well, for the channel at least. So it
Yeah.
would be easier for us to be able to tell others about it. We're probably not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, but that's just a little, you know.
Yeah, a little insider info for season 2.
Yeah, some breadcrumbs in there for you.
You guys, while you're here, while we have you, let us know where you're tuning in from, because there's so many times that we're reading through our comments. We don't know where you guys are from. You could be in Zimbabwe or Australia. You know, we don't know where you're from. And it's so awesome seeing you guys on here right now. I'm going for my phone. Sorry. Larry, what brand dinghy do you have? Not the Honda motor. I know that we answered that one with the motor and not what type of dinghy.
Sorry, yeah, and we're pretty bad about comments. She's kind of picked up my comments. I haven't been doing them as much.
I'm trying to help out.
It's got a nameplate on it. Actually, we had good friends of ours give us the dinghy because they had a sailing dinghy. So I think it's somewhere out of Pennsylvania, York something. I actually need to take pictures of the dinghy, and we got to get it registered.
We got to get it registered because we're in Florida.
Yeah.
So here in Florida, they like to pull you over if you don't have it.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, Sailor Jim told us that there are some countries that require you to have registration for your dinghy as well.
And then modified or pure? 2 people asked that.
Pure sine wave. Okay. Yeah, pure sine wave.
That was for John and Douglas.
Yeah, no modified. No.
Douglas, are you keto? I feel like you have another name that we might know you through. Yay! Hey, Sailing Barrington.
Oh, hey, what's up,
guys? We love following you guys.
Hey, I actually grew up where you guys are.
Yeah.
I grew up in Clearwater.
Small facts about Brandy and Beau. Beau is actually a true Floridian, born and raised in Clearwater.
Hence the tan. No, just kidding.
Yeah. I was born in Chicago, but I've pretty much lived in Florida my whole life. In the YouTube channel series, or whatever you want to call it, you do see us starting from New York and coming down. So kind of a history on that. We were in Florida. We met in Florida, and we had an opportunity to move to New York, where most of...
Yeah, all my family, except for my dad and my brother, live down here. Yeah. They all live up there.
Actually, another fun fact, Beau is a twin, identical. So we went to spend some time with him and all
the
rest of the family. Yep. And
we were up there for 3 years.
Now, let's rewind back to where Brandy said that she's from Florida. It was freezing.
She hates the cold.
Can I get an amen? Anybody? Anybody? I mean, I feel like if most of us are sailors, we all kind of want to be let's go far as south as possible. At least that's my theory. But yeah, so we got the idea of needing the boat, and we moved right to Florida, back to Florida and on the East Coast. So
yeah, we were doing 9 to 5s, grinding away. She was doing more than 9 to 5. She was a district manager for a yogurt shop, and she was traveling all over New York in the snow. It was pretty miserable. So we, for whatever reason, we started watching sailing channels or like documentaries and then channels, and we're like, you know what? Screw this. Let's look for boats and go do it.
Yeah.
So
we were looking everywhere, and it just so happened that we found Saoirse in Stewart, which is about an hour and a half south. Hour south.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Well, it's an hour tow ride. I think it took an hour. Right?
Beau and Luke.
Beau and Luke.
John. Beau and Luke from the Dukes of Hazzard. St. Petersburg, grew up in Clearwater and Weeki Wachee.
Oh,
where the mermaids are.
Yeah,
right?
My dad actually lives up there right now.
Arkansas, Florida, Texas, East Tennessee.
Ooh,
actually,
Tennessee.
Marlon was on here. Marlon, Tanya's friend who loves the roller coasters.
Yeah.
Marlon Scott. You guys, this is so awesome. I'm so happy that we're all keto carnivore.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some other
fun questions that you guys might have? Oh, grew up in St. Augustine. Snow sucks.
Cool. I love the snow. We were outside of Albany, just north of Albany.
Yeah.
And there's a little mountain, West Mountain. I think it was West Mountain. But anytime we could go snowboarding, we would go snowboarding. Yeah. Well, I would drag her to go snowboarding.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was fun. When you snowboard in northern, middle of the state, upstate New York, it's very icy. It's not very pretty. I didn't know any different, but I just know that it wasn't as easy as I'd like it to be, I think. Yeah. But yeah.
We'd like to check out Colorado and
we have an opportunity to, but yes, Ian, we really, really want to get sailing as well. So right now we are, like we said, we're waiting for the inverter to come back. We also have the Midnight Kid out, which is helps charge our
it's a charge controller
from the solar.
Yeah, we had a few issues with that, so they're actually I got an email today saying they're sending it back to us tomorrow, so that should get installed and we should be ready to go. Unfortunately, so I think some of you guys asked if we still work. Yes, we still work.
On Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. We do have some business conferences coming up the next couple weeks, so we're going to be preoccupied with that stuff. We're going
to Texas.
Yeah, we're going to Texas.
In our car, not the sailboat, unfortunately.
We're doing some like retreat stuff and that sort of thing, but we're kind of like what you guys have been seeing the past probably 3 months. We were literally taking that footage the week prior, editing it like in a couple days, and then getting it out. That's why it wasn't so consistent, because we're trying to think of interesting stuff to film for you guys and show and edit. It's just a process, and working a business on top of that, it just adds to time.
We're not completely away from the work, so we do still work. On the beaches, howdy, hey. You guys, it's so cool seeing the different names, because I have a feeling from when I'm reading them, I can tell who they are, maybe from Instagram.
And from the comments. We really appreciate your guys' comments. You guys have been giving us a lot of love, and we appreciate that.
John says he loves the electric setup. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, John.
It was a lot of work, guys.
Yeah, I
John,
know.
it was a lot of work. I mean, he didn't do anything.
I know I'm lacking in some information there, but unfortunately, I haven't really taken her out and tested her like we wanted to. But I promise I will get a video out on all that stuff. Just to give you a little bit more insight, the bracket is all custom done. I welded that together. Am I a welder? No. Did I buy a welder and try to do it myself? Yes. Does it work? Yes. And that's kind of this whole boat. We would just take things that needed to get done, research them to the point where felt confident enough to actually then do it. And if I screwed it up, then
it's our boat.
Yeah, I just rip it out, or redo it and start again.
The reason we got a project boat was, one, it was clearly when we bought Saoirse, her engine was seized. We were looking for a seized engine. We knew from day one we wanted electric. So we got her very inexpensive. We spent $2,200 on her. And then we knew that the more hands in the boat we had, we knew when we were out and about, we would be able to fix anything. And by we, I do mean mostly Beau, but I have been inside the guts as well. And if you haven't noticed, I'm very, very good on the mast here, I guess.
Yeah,
she's
the mast climber.
Nice mast climber. But we knew that we would be able to more or less fix anything and learn it now, opposed to trying to find someone later to fix it or know the parts that we're going to need to take with us. Yeah. So,
and a lot of the electrical stuff, we are going to have spares when we get going. Not for the Bahamas, but whenever we do decide to start heading over to to Central America, we're going to have probably a spare motor, a spare charge controller, spare inverter, spare pretty much everything.
Doug, as in Caroline's brother, Doug?
Oh,
let me
cool.
know. I mean, it says from Woodlands, Texas, and that's about where you guys are from. Okay, John. Yes, I'd live to see more of the battery setup system. We want to install something like that on the trawler.
Yeah, shoot us an email too, and then we can talk more technical there.
Yeah. We want to create a video. It may not necessarily be one of the main videos, but maybe a side video to where if anybody who's watching us that isn't all into the electric motor setup, that would be able to, because that's why we really haven't gone that far into it. Every time I'm over his shoulder filming and he's in it, he's just in it working on it, and it's hard to explain. Here's the thing, and I know that some of our fellow YouTubers here, it takes literally 4 times longer to film something. Just getting out of the dock
to complete something.
Yeah, just getting out of the dock is like a 3 to 4 hour process with filming, which is, it's crazy, and we love doing it. It's just, it goes to show you, you know, how long it takes some things to get done. And so thank you guys for loving on our videos. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, and with the lithium, as you guys seen, if you watch other sailing channels, it's becoming really popular.
On the right of the screen. So
on the right,
I'm reading all the comments off of my phone because it's showing us the Google Hangout, so it's okay. We'll just read them from here.
Yeah, for whatever reason we can't pull up the chat. I don't know why.
Any first video ideas? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Oh, actually, if you're mentioning doing like first time for everything kind of.
No. Any first video ideas?
Oh, I don't know.
Hello from Tahiti. That will be one of our places that we're heading to for sure, Harry.
Yes.
So maybe we can meet up. That would be cool. How's your sailing? Are you getting much practice? We've been out about 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
We're really waiting now that the Midnight Kid is gone. We're hesitant on going out because we can't read, you know.
Well, we have a battery charger for shore power. I just, you know,
and it's storming. So we're having some major storms.
It's been crappy out. So, but no, we haven't really done much in the past couple weeks. But yeah, the sailing part isn't really that difficult so far. We've just been sailing in the ICW. When we do get everything back in, we're gonna take her out to the ocean for the first time. So that'll be fun. Oh,
okay. So this is the funny thing, Mike L. Hawaii. Thank you for all your comments, by the way. We really appreciate them. So I'm reading these off of YouTube, but we also had another comment on our Instagram. People, okay, before we talk about it, drop below who you think Beau looks like. Just don't read Mike Hawaii's. Can you guess what he said? Mike Hawaii.
Taylor. Jason Taylor. Slater. Yeah. Okay,
so we are on the East Coast of Florida, so Beau gets a lot of Kelly Slater. Yes. And funny story about Kelly is we met Sean, his older brother.
Yeah.
In the Bahamas randomly. And we were wedding photographers prior to doing all the things. We moved to New York. Yeah. Before moving to New York, we were wedding
photographers. One of the many things we've been.
That's how we had all of the camera setup that we had when we came on board. But we actually shot their wedding, his older brother, Sean, and at his wedding. So we did meet. It was really cool to see them two together because we get it a lot because we are in Florida for sure. But somebody at the post office said the other day, Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull.
I was like, really? What? But you do get Jason Taylor a lot.
Yeah, Jason Taylor
a lot. Yeah. Somebody asked on Instagram if you surf.
Oh, I think I've tried surfing once, and it was.
I'm probably a better surfer than he is.
Epic fail. I love snowboarding. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. How is Oona settling in?
Good.
Oh, that's Selling Barrington. Good. She still, we have a feeling we're going to have to wait until we are away from land to where she has no access or visual of the land to be able to get her to go on board. Right now, it's just not working out.
No. And that video was really for your guys' entertainment.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. Hey, from the UK, what will your all-time destination objective?
It's definitely Fiji.
Yeah.
So Brandy and I honeymooned. Am I saying that right?
Yes, honeymooned.
Honeymooned in Fiji.
He calls our anniversary honeymoon as well, so that's why he's confused about it.
So we did a week in Fiji, and then we did a week in New Zealand, and you know, ever since we started this sailing idea, that's been our main objective.
Yeah.
So
it's gorgeous.
When we get there, it's gonna be magical.
Yeah. We don't have super expectations, so we want to obviously do the Bahamas, do some Caribbean, and then we will be working our way over. We definitely want to do Pacific before we were to cross the Atlantic. So yeah, I know that there's that's kind of our major overall plan.
Yeah.
No, we can see you, Mark. You are here. I see you. Any first ideas for me to film? I want to start, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, just talk about where you're currently at.
Well, you are. Yeah.
Yeah, like where
are you sailing? Are you in sailing? This is for Haki. Hiki.
Heike. No.
I'm sure.
It's German, right? Heike. That was my. I used to work at a car wash when I was a kid, and my boss.
We've clearly had a lot of jobs, guys.
My boss's name was Norbert, and his wife was Heike. I think it was Heike. I think I'm saying that right. But what about it?
He's just wondering where to film. How he doesn't know what to film.
Yeah, I would say just where you're currently at, and even if you don't end up using it, it's just getting into the habit of it. If you can just make it more of a habit, you're gonna do it, and then start playing around with the editing. Sorry, we got to kick on the AC.
I'm dying.
It's like 80 something in here.
Fiji is amazing. Yeah.
What else were we gonna say?
Okay. Love to know your electric range. Can't wait for the technical video. And that's another thing. We're definitely testing out the electric motor and all that stuff.
I think I mentioned in a video recently that we had a 15 knot headwinds, and I think it was like 2 or 3 knot head current, and we were going about 3 knots, I think, for 2 miles, and we used maybe an amp. Which I know you guys want to know amp hours, but unfortunately I didn't have the shunt working right then, so I don't really know what the amp hours were.
You guys,
or I'm sorry, we used a volt.
These comments are great. Ian, keep up the good work. I volunteer for sail training. It's lovely to have role models to point the kids at set examples of how not just rich person's dream. You know, that's that was the biggest thing for us, is to do this in, I don't know, just to show that pretty much anybody can do this. I mean, we may not have to be sailing around the world. We could literally just be living in the marina and having a job. It's just, I guess it kind of depends on
your lifestyle,
really. What you want out of it, how much do you need. We're super minimalistic, but you know, we know we don't need much. We just want the experiences. What do they say? Collect memories, not things.
Yeah, and to put it in perspective, when we lived up north in New York, we had, I think it was over 1,000 square feet duplex kind of apartment we were renting, and
it's a townhouse, like a 2-bedroom townhouse, 2-story.
And we literally only used maybe an eighth of the space.
Yeah.
You know, so we kind of already had the idea that we knew we were going to be more than comfortable in this, I think, 250 square foot boat.
Yeah. And I mean, even with the dogs, unfortunately, we lost Dippity a couple months ago. But, you know, a lot of people were asking, what about the dogs? I'm like, what do you mean about the dogs? They're coming with us. One night at the dinner table when we were in New York, we were like, do you think they'll like it? and we looked under the table and they were right there, like on our feet. They don't move from us. Oona's 13 and so is Dippity. So it's, you know, they're not super, super active. We get her out, you know, as much as possible. They love the water. So we're enjoying having her aboard. So yeah.
But yeah, they just always want to be at our feet anyways.
Yeah.
So we were always tripping over them anyways.
Where are our dog peeps? I need to see some who are our dog lovers. And he said it is German. Justin Bieber. I'm gonna say no on that, Clay. Sorry. Mike says film your ant farm and cats. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. With that, just film where you're at. What made you decide to start sailing? Maybe your experience, what your boat's like, what your goals are.
I know the quality wouldn't be the same, but would you catch more without having? Yeah, if we were to mount some of our cameras, we probably will do that in the future. Right now, we have pretty much one camera that we film with. Sometimes I might get my phone out and film from that, but we just really film with one camera. Yeah,
the phone helps. Our current camera doesn't do slow-mo too well, but the iPhone 8 Plus does it really well. Yeah. So we'll grab stuff from that.
There's a nice breeze out of Anchor. We know Jim. I have a feeling that aren't you supposed to be out of the water?
Yeah. Let us know when you get in the marina, and I'll help you get get situated.
Is the fear of breaking things keeping you from sailing more, Mike? No, because we constantly keep breaking things, which is fine. And, you know, we know that that's what these little shakedown cruises are meant for. There's no fear. It just, right now, the things that we've broke, it's kind of stopping us. There's not, no, I'm gonna say no. It's just been the time and the things that have stopped us from kind of getting out as much as possible.
Yep. Yeah, and it's a balance as well. We're balancing our business with the YouTube. So trying to finagle that, get it, you know, we've neglected the business too much. So in the past couple weeks, we've been trying to focus more on that. But yeah, we're kind of at that point where we don't really have too much video to actually share with you guys, at least anything interesting.
Yeah. We were supposed to go sailing with our friends from Sail Away,
Eric and Lauren,
who were tuning in.
Yeah.
But a major storm blew us out, so we weren't able to go. Yeah. So we
only have like a little bit of that footage. We'll probably splice it in with some upcoming episodes.
Have you guys ever been up north? Not sailing wise. No. We've gotten maybe 3 miles out of our marina. So
yeah, we've only done ICW sailing.
Yeah. Christian is asking about what's the opinion for a good price range for buying a sailboat. And then Mike's saying what you can afford over time is not just upfront cost, which is 100% true. You know, we've bought the sailboat. We knew we were going to be putting money into it. That's why we continued to work while we were putting money into it. So,
and put it this way, even though we bought the sailboat for $2,200, we probably put about 15 grand into it, just including marina fees and all that. Yeah. But same kind of idea. We have a neighbor. He's got I think it's like a 1980, mid-80s Hans Christian. Beautiful boat. He paid over $100,000 for it, and he thought it was, you know, pretty much cruiser ready, but now he's finding a lot of problems. So he's probably going to end up dumping in another $30,000 to $50,000 into it.
Have any of you guys out there purchased a boat and not how to do anything to it, we'd like to know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is that you're going to be, depending on what you want with the boat, you know, finding one that is, unless you're super experienced, finding one that's ready to go and just, you know, blue ready and just out there. And it depends also where you're looking to go. You know, what kind of boat are you looking for? What size?
Yeah.
There's so many different factors. So
what are you willing to do? Like, instead of paying somebody to do that sort of thing.
Stephanie, great job following your dreams. Don't ever get discouraged and stay true to your hearts. Thank you. That's super sweet. We will definitely get that. Hi, Dave. Just finishing the power tools for the night, so now we can finally listen in, learning the lines.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys have a little bit less power than we do. You're only into your boat for about 18K. Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that's about right.
Sasquatch, you asked, can you try not to use too much music and put dialogue instead? That is something we are definitely working on. We have found ourselves, you know, heavier on B-roll and not speaking as much. So we decided to do a live. So now we're talking lots. But no, that is something that we're looking into. And, you know, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's just, what do you guys want us to hear? Tell us now. What do you guys want us to be filming? That would be helpful. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry. Shaking the table.
You know, if you guys have any ideas of things that you want to see outside of the electric and the solar, I know that some of you guys had already said that, but what would you like to see? We would love to talk more. But it's kind of one of those things that it's a learning process, and we're just trying to find the groove, but we do appreciate your feedback on that for sure.
Yeah.
And do you not like our music?
Probably not.
It's okay. Oh, you are, so Christian, you are a roll cruiser, or you want a roll cruiser? Long another 1,000. Boat, long another 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Break out another 1,000 is what, you know, yeah. The only perfect boats never leave the dock. The rest are constantly partly broken. It's 100% true.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know,
brand new boat will even have problems. Ask Riley and Zatara. Yep.
Yeah, we're big fans of Uma, Dan, and Kika, and you know the fact that they left without, you know, everything being complete. It just kind of inspires us to want to just get the hell out of here.
Mike wants to see bikinis, so you better break one out.
Oh, I got a banana hammock in there that I'll put on for you.
And you guys sailing, so that'll be good. You love the DIY videos? Gosh. We will hopefully be showing way more selling videos, but there's still going to be DIY always, because.
And even our DIY isn't really. We're not really explaining how we're doing things, and because there are a lot of people that are explaining it and that you guys can watch that do it way better than
John says he just wants to see us on the ocean. I'm like, 100%, John. We completely agree. We want to be out there too. Do you dive? We don't. We wanted to get certified prior to our honeymoon, but we didn't. But that is something that we are looking into.
Yeah.
But then we were talking about tanks and all that jazz. So right now we're going to be going to the Bahamas, so there's not going to be a lot of.
There'll be opportunity in the future.
Yeah. Your to-do list will never be complete. That's 100% correct, Jim. And we're not looking for it. Hey, Marie. Hey. Hello. Good music is good. Also, the sights and surroundings of the area. Would love to see more of you learning to sail. Okay.
Yeah.
Banana hammock. Oh my God! Please no. My wife in the background is yelling. Please, yes, do. Oh my God. I love it. Hey, Christopher.
We'll have to go on Amazon and find some good ones.
Oh, here's a good one.
Uh-oh. Hot seat.
Yep. Learning the Lines. If you guys have not, if you guys aren't following Learning the Lines, you guys definitely should get over there and follow them.
Yeah. Great guys.
Beau, why don't you ever wear hats?
I don't like. Oh, okay. I have a tiny head. It doesn't look like it, but I do. I can't find hats that will actually fit my head. That's my excuse. I don't like wearing hats. I don't like sunscreen. I like maintaining my nice dark complexion. She thinks I'm gonna get skin cancer. I don't. But
I like him to be a little more protected.
Yeah, she wants.
You guys scream at him.
Yeah. You guys can scream at me all you want. I'm gonna probably represent the baldness without a hat. But I do have this floppy looking hat that I'll wear sometimes just to appease her. But it's actually too small for my head.
We got it in the baby section. Just kidding.
After time, it just gives me a headache.
All right. Beau is looking great in the beginning. I wasn't sure you make it this far. You should be proud. Well, thanks, Clay.
Thanks.
You know, that's the thing, too. It's just also showing you guys that, you know, it's not something that it goes, boop, and all of a sudden you've got a brand new spanking boat and you're out and ready to sail. When you got a boat that needs to be refitted and you're also working and living aboard, it's not something that's going to happen overnight, you know. And
unless you're dedicated, I mean, you can make it happen. You know, just it depends on how consistent you are.
My wife screaming in the background. Yes, it's so funny. You will burn when you get out there on the water. Just go to every dermatologist. Just go to a dermatologist every now and then. It ain't gonna happen.
Nope. She used to go all the time, and they were scarring up her back, removing, you know, potentials.
Cats Away left without it. We haven't heard of Cats Away. Maybe we should check them out. Left without a dinghy anchor, and they used a rock until a friend donated one.
Nice.
I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, you just got to go.
That's clever. You know, that's some ingenuity right there. Thinking outside the box.
Yeah. Do we want to redo our whole inside? 100%. I mean, right now we're using we would show you around, but it's an absolute disaster right now. But we don't have a refrigerator. It's just an incomplete ice box. And so we're using a college fridge. And we also have an induction stove, which is clearly not gimbaled. We have a pump for our sink. So hand pump. So would we like to have
we only have one working sink. The one in the bathroom's disconnected.
Yeah. So would we like to have all of those things done before we leave? Yes. But
not gonna happen.
At this point, we are ready to go. So thank you, Captain Krusty. Keep documenting your journey. I'll be watching. Try an introduction to diving class. Yep. Only fix what you need to fix unless you want to spend a small fortune. Yes.
Yeah.
Show us the hat.
Oh, you guys want to see the hat?
The hat that he's been wearing.
Where is it?
Look at Tilly hats. They have some good ones.
I think it was in one of the episodes.
Hey, Jeffrey! Jeffrey's watching, but he's busy on the night shift.
Jeffrey.
Wettig.
Oh, yeah. Tell people to check them out.
Oh, yes. Okay. So a couple episodes ago, if you didn't see, was it last week? I don't know. We were on Jeffrey Wettig's podcast. So if you want to learn even more of our story, you can pop over to his podcast, Shooting the Breeze, which we've learned a lot on podcasts. Are you guys watching or listening to podcasts? If you are there any good ones out there that we should tune into?
Here's some of Brandy's hats.
No, we don't need to see my hats. I don't know where it's at.
Should be over here. Oh, here it is.
So what was the other? Oh, somebody asked on Instagram, what did we tell? Yeah. What did we tell our friends and family? What did our friends and family say when we told them?
See, this is it. It's kind of really bad. I think it was in one of the recent episodes.
Yeah,
it's
we're on
all
the dinghy.
Bent up and is really tight.
This is fun. This is addicting, and we've already been almost for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I keep squinting because my very last contact ripped, and I can't wear the glasses because they glare really bad in the light. So, so much protection. Very nice. Mia, you look like Mia Farrow. I bet you he doesn't even know who Mia Farrow is.
No idea.
Looks cool though. You have more courage than a lot of people. You are living your dream and willing to put in the work to make it happen. Thanks, John. That hat is awesome. So yeah, we were. Oh, people must be watching a little bit behind because Kelly keeps coming up. I'm like, why does Kelly keep coming up? So what did our friends and family say, you know, about when we got the boat? One, the first thing was, what about the sharks?
And the pirates.
And the pirates. And all the people out in the waters and all that. You know, Beau and I kind of tend to lean on that. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So we try not to do a lot of that. And how do we calm their fears? We didn't really, you know, it's kind of one of those. First of all, half of them aren't even watching this channel.
Yeah, right.
I just want to say, but by showing them what we're doing, but you know, if they wanted to kind of see, now they can see what we're doing, and we keep updates on them. I mean, but we're not out in the, we're not looking to sail across the Atlantic or the Pacific right now, right? You know, we know we're inexperienced. We're not trying to be crazy people. We just want to cross over to the Bahamas.
Right now.
For now.
For now.
And learn.
Yeah.
You know.
But, and another thing is, you know, we've had a lot of close people, family members pass away on us. And, you know, it's kind of like you get to the point where you want to live life to its fullest. You don't know when you're going to go. If we just, you know, stayed in our comfort zone and we would be miserable, I think. You know, this is just an idea that we got and we're like, just running with it. Yeah. And one thing that we say to each other is, you know, we want to live life at our own risk, you know, and that risk is different for everybody. For us, this is worth it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. I'd probably suggest the Atlantic before the Pacific. The Pacific can get really hairy. The Atlantic is somewhat more predictable because of the trade winds. The escapepods.com.
Yeah. The escape. Yep.
Oh, that's Jeffrey. Is that because like YouTube's gonna track it up or something?
Oh, maybe.
I bet that old dog farts a lot. Being on a small boat, it probably stinks. Actually, she's
not that bad, but last night, I don't know.
She loves getting a hold of when they take the boats out of the water and they spray them down and the shells fall. She likes chomping on that.
We try to not let her eat that, but
every now and then. And she also likes to eat cat poo every now and then.
Yep. And we'll walk her on the beach and she loves the seaweed, which we try to not let her eat any of this stuff, but you know, can only do so much.
Sorry to hear about that, Mike. His dad passed on the 29th.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's that's hard for sure. Yeah. That's a lot of really close people have passed on my side of the family, more so, and it makes it even more, you know, hits home to where, okay, this is something you've got to really live life to the fullest for sure.
If you want to.
Yeah.
You know.
Today is a good day to die. Wharf. Not really sure what that means.
Wharf? No, it's just saying. It's just I think he's just saying, like, you know, live each day as it's your last kind of thing. You know. Yeah.
Just do it. Keep going.
I like that.
Anymore. I like weed.
Well, I don't know. You want to wrap?
Kilo.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we should wrap it up. Yeah. Well,
thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. And should we? So we're gonna do our best to end the season soon.
Yeah.
We, like I said, we're pretty much ran out of film, like ran out of stuff to give you guys. Hence why we're going live.
Somebody wants. Yeah, Clay, we probably wouldn't do a big passage unless we may had somebody with us or something like that.
Yeah, actually, and you know, we might even go on like pay somebody to do a big ocean passage. Like I know Andy Shell was a big inspiration for me as well, and he's got a business. He does charters, so it might even be something that we do in the future.
Yeah.
Get a bunk, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna do our best to end the season soon.
Yeah.
And then you know, it's gonna be a couple weeks.
Keep watching.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay subscribed. Whatever.
If you haven't.
You know, if you don't see any videos from us, we're not going away. We're just, you know, kind of getting backed up.
Follow us over on Sailing Saoirse. We'll keep updated on that over on Instagram or Facebook. Mostly
Facebook,
Instagram.
not really.
But yeah, we're not going anywhere for good. We want to end the season and then be able to catch up a little bit, and then hopefully open season in somewhere pretty.
Yeah. In the Bahamas.
In the Bahamas. So November or earlier, I don't know, depending on the season, we are looking to cross over and hopefully get out there and start really experiencing what we've been working so hard for. And we appreciate all of you guys so much. When we opened this channel, we were just like, what are we doing? You know, we wanted to be able to share what we're doing clearly because we were inspired by people. So we just wanted to inspire somebody out there that was hoping to do the same thing that we're doing, and just looking at us going, holy crap, if these crazy people can do it, then we can do it. Just with a little bit of grit and, you know, persistence and consistency, you can do it for sure. So we really appreciate everybody, and keep commenting, keeps showing up for us guys. We really, I don't even know how to say more that we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye.